Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Okay, today we're going to do revision on the inventory control, especially in the quantity discount. Okay, this is the last year test question, 2018. So let's see the question here. Okay, the question gave us information on the annual demand. Okay, demand per year is 3,500. And then the vendor A give the price is 34 ringgit 99 cent. Ordering cost S is 145. And then the annual holding cost is 3 ringgit 85 cent per year. Okay, so D here, S is 145 and H is fixed here. So determine the economic or the quantity means that we need to find the Q. Okay, so this formula is in the formula sheet. So we have information on the D, S, H. So we plug in all the values and then we get 513.4. Remember, we need to round up. So we get 514. And the next question is, what would be the total cost of inventory? So these are the total cost formula that we're going to use. Okay. So since there's only one price offer, so these are the total costs in the formula sheet. So again, we have the information DS, Q, we are using the round up Q. And then we plug in the values, we get RM 1,976 ringgit and 80 cent. And then the next question is to determine the reorder point, the ROP. Okay, the ROP is also in the formula sheet. So they give us information on the lead time, 3 days, right? And then assume that there are 260 business days per year. Remember, this is the ROP. So D, this is the small d. So small d means it's the demand per, look at the lead time is days, so it must be demand per day. This is the big D is the demand per year. So what you have to do, you have to divide 3,500 with the business days, means that the operation days, in which in this case 260. So you need to divide 3,500 with the 260 and time with the lead time here 3 days. Okay, so you get 42 units. So it means that when the t-shirt come down to 42 unit, you need to call and order. Order how many? You need to order 514. Okay, we move to the next question. We say that vendor A have recently offered a discount. So remember, when you heard about discount and then you see there's a rules here and there's a option for price, so it means that you need to do the quantity discount. Okay, remember, so we need to find the key. And remember, holding cost is changed. Before this is 300 ringgit plus, and then now it become percentage, so you need to use 15% of each price. So this discount, we have 3 different price, so you need to recalculate all the Qs because H is different. Okay, because it depends on the price here. So we need to check for the first rules below 499 with the price 34 ringgit 99 cent. So remember, the H become IP. Okay, so D still fixed 3,500. S, remember, 145. And this time the H become percentage, 15%, 0.15 of the price. For the first rules is the 34 ringgit 99 cent. Okay, so when you calculate this, you get 439.7. Remember, round up. And then we look at this Q and compare with the rules. So 440 is within the rules. Okay, because rules said below 499. So okay to buy at 440. Next, we're going to calculate the Q for the next rules. Okay, the 500 to 699. Recalculate the Q in which H has changed. Remember, we need to use this price, 33 ringgit and 94 cent, still 15%. So we got 446.5. So we need to round up. And we check 447 with these rules. Definitely is not. So we need to adjust. Adjust to which number? Just choose the minimum number here, in which in this case is 500. So we need to adjust to 500. Next, for the third price, for the rules for 700 and above, okay, plug in all the value, and remember to change the P here to 32 ringgit 95 cent, and you get 453 ringgit 20 cent. Sorry, 453.2. So you need to round up to 454. So you need to compare with the rules again. It's not within the range, so you need to adjust to which number. Take the minimum number here, 700. Okay, so now we have 3Q. So now we can calculate the total cost. So remember, for the quantity discount, you need to use this TC, in which you have PD. P is the price because they have 3 different price for 3 different rules. Okay, the D still fixed at 3,500. So you need to have this table. Okay, first we have calculated the Q earlier from this one, remember? So we need to take all the Q that we have okay to buy, and then these two we need to adjust. So 440 for the first one. And then for the first rules, this is the price, 34 ringgit 99 cent. And then for the second one, for the second rules, 500 here, and then the price is 33 ringgit 94 cent from this table. And the third rules is we need to adjust to 700 here, okay, here, and the price is 32 ringgit 95 cent. Okay, now we need to prepare the H, because H have different value, depends on the P. Okay, so remember that 15%, so we need to calculate 15% of 34 ringgit 99 cent, we get 5 ringgit 25 cent. So we need to do for this, 15% of this, we get this, 15% of this, we get this. Okay, so now we can start to calculate the TC for each of the rules. The first one is this one, DS over Q. So remember, D is 3,500, S is fixed, okay, and Q using this Q. And then for this one is Q times H over 2 using this Q. H, remember we're using this one, and over 2. And then PD is the P is the price, 34.99. And D, the capital D, is the annual demand. Okay, in this case it's 3,500. So same for all the three. So you need to plug in the values, and then for the TC you need to add up this plus this plus this for first rules, second rules, and third rules. So we need to decide or choose for the cost, the minimum cost. So the minimum cost is the third rule, this one, okay, 117,779 ringgit 88 cent. So how to answer it? You need to say buy 700 units at 32 ringgit 95 cent for a minimum total cost for inventory. Okay, so we have complete for this question. Next, they say that analyze which discount quantity price will be not valid. So you're asking about the Q. Okay, they want to know from this table which one is not valid when they change. Whenever you change the D, the annual demand has changed to 8,000, and the S also changed, in which they increased 50%. In this case, it's 1.5, 150% of 145 earlier, the ordering cost. So we have 217 ringgit 50 cent. Okay, so you need to recalculate the Q. Okay, so why? Because D have changed from 3,500 to 8,000, and then S also changed. So you need to test again for all three Qs. The first rule is below 499. Okay, 15% of the 34.99, so you get 840. Test with the rules. So below 499. So definitely this one is way up. So it's not valid. So do for the second rules. 500 to 699. Again, the D have changed, the S have changed, and then this one you follow 15% of the price here, you get 827. Again, look at the rules. So it's definitely not in the rules, so it's not valid. Okay, next. For the third one, I think the third one is definitely valid. Okay, so again, change the D, change the S, and then 15% of the price, then you got 140 units, and definitely it's okay. So this is the valid one. Again, look at the question. The question asks you which one of these rules is not valid. So this one and this one. So how to answer it? So price 34.99 and RM33.94 are not valid. That's all they ask you about. They don't ask you to calculate the total cost or whatsoever. Okay, so I think you have complete all the part A, part B, and this is part C. Okay, so I hope you understand, and after this I will go on the POQ. Okay, to make sure that you understand how to solve it during the test. Right? Okay, thank you.